Is right. I am going to be doing my hot topics. I got some great topics to talk about today. So I hope you guys are staying tuned. I want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting the show. I really appreciate you guys. I notice a difference. But we're going to get up close and personal and about this new topic that I want to introduce. It's funny because I love when I come in and I have something totally different to talk about, and then it's just like Tyrone hits me with this this conversation that I think would be great. And I want to start out by asking, if a man wanted to marry you, ladies, would you, and he required a prenup, would you still marry him? Would you sign the prenup?
I want to know what they gotta say.
It's a real iffy.
Is that a touchy topic?
Whew, it is, because you could look at it in so many different ways.
So many ways.
It's so many ways to look at it, because my thing is, my concern is, what about the couples, right, that started from the bottom, right, and got up there to the top with each other, and then they get wealth and they become rich together, and then they decide to get a divorce. What do you do in situations like that? And they didn't have a prenup. It's so many different ways that you could look at this story, but I'm gonna stick with this one first. For me, that would be hard because my ego.
Your ego. So if get on a knee and say, Miss Blue, will you marry me? But and you're madly in love for the person. Not for what they're worth, not for anything else, but for the person. Yes or no? I'm on one knee. I'm looking up at you with the big eyes.
But you asked me to sign the prenup before you asked for my hand. Was this something?
Does the order matter?
Yeah.
Why does the order matter?
Don't get married, or when you propose, you don't get married right off, right? So don't propose, and in the back of your mind, I'm about to ask her to sign a prenup. Because now I'm gonna think you sneaky.
So don't ask for the prenup first. But so I need to tell you, what if that isn't on the forefront of my mind? What if me as a man, I'm just thinking, because love, it starts with an emotion, right? And most times that emotion starts as just a spur of the moment or of the situation. So you fall in love. You don't plan in love.
That's true.
So once you fall in love, now you there. Now your brain kick in. Doo-doo.
Yo, that's so. So look, if my thanks everybody for tuning in. If my husband asked me before we got married, let's just say he proposed, okay? I said yes, and I found out he wants me to sign a prenup afterwards. We're going to have a very long talk, and I'm going to just keep it real. This is going to be shallow. That's shallow. But it depends on how my personal assets is looking. If I'm not doing too good, because now I'm going to start thinking, well, dang, I didn't get my money up enough. If I sign a prenup, he's going to get everything. If we get a divorce, whether it's his fault or mine, I'm going to probably have to do a hard pass.
But why is that going to stop you from being able to pursue whatever you would pursue if you weren't married?
Because the
See, you looking to just see, when we get married, I get your money off the jump. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because I should.
But so financially, what does he get? I know you're going to say all your love and admiration.
But so financially, if we sign, okay, damn, it depends on the type of prenup. Like, if he get a prenup where he just said, you don't get nothing, Nathaniel.
We
nothing.
Split whatever we get that we made once we got together, once we get married. Look,
okay,
if we get married January 1st, 2022.
Okay.
We've been with each other since January 1st, 2020. We've been dating for 2 years. We get married January 1st, 2022. Anything we build after that time, we split.
That's fair to me. That's fair.
I would take that. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Okay, I would never. I think that's a fair split.
I'm a split type of person.
So you would take that as a prenup?
Okay, so you're saying before we got engaged or married? Yeah, you.
So, like you said, you guys get married January 2022. let's say this in particular gentleman has done really, really well over time, right? You know, very, very well.
Okay.
He says, hey, I'd like to get a prenup. We split everything that we make as a married couple, but what I had before we got married, if there was ever a point in time where we're not married anymore, that's not splittable. That's mine. And what you had before we got married is yours. That's not on the table, but everything that we've made after marriage is obviously 50-50.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I would think that was fair. I'm not gonna give a brother a hassle for. I'm not one
You're
of those
not gonna give a brother a hassle for
black
that?
women.
I'm not it's difficult. Not just a black thing.
Well,
there's a lot of women that prenups get in the way, and
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I think black women, honestly, in my humble opinion, I don't like that word. Well, in my opinion, I think black women, as far as prenups, are a less of a difficulty for a man than other women, because white women, they were trained to go after you for your money.
Absolutely true.
And when you want to bring a prenup in, you done messed up all of their training. We've been breeding you for years to like this man, and now he wants a prenup.
That's true.
We bred you since you were a kid to date a rich guy.
Yeah.
This arrangement doesn't work.
I've seen it. No, I've seen it. I have seen it. I think I really think it just depends on the type of prenup and like what type of talk y'all have, and like I guess you have to know that person, because I'm assuming you wanting me to sign a prenup right off. What do you plan on doing? Are you not going to be faithful, committed? What are your intentions? Why don't you trust me off the rip?
I would say for a man, because it's like, well, I can only speak for my opinion. It's not about trusting you. It's just circumstances just change. That just seems to happen. We ask that with everybody we be with. It's going to be forever. And it's rarely forever. It's rarely forever. If you look at the divorce rate, and then if you look at just the simple fact of, irreconcilable differences and things of this nature, people grow apart. And I also think a lot of it is contingent on age. I think young people getting married, you automatically need something like that, because you guys don't know each other, or where you about to go. And so let's flip it. Let me ask you this, Miss Blue. Miss Blue, you got $20 million in the bank. I got about $20.
Excuse me?
On a good day.
Dang.
But baby, I want to marry you. Can we get married and no prenup? But half of that $20 million is mine as soon as we get married. Are you gonna accept that?
I am not about to accept that.
But why? You love me. I love you.
I got a problem with somebody that just only have $20 and
But I'm going to have more, especially once we're married. But I'm going to eventually have more.
I can't see your potential that far in the future. I can't. I'm not going to even lie.
Having more money make the potential meter a little smaller. Yeah. You see a little less potential in people because you have more money.
Right. I mean, with that little crumb amount. I mean, look how I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to lie. I will be honest and say that I can be shallow. I will not sit up there and lie.
Well, you're not being shallow. You're just speaking what you think. But what I do notice and I always appreciate about you is you always think about things, and you're willing to say, well, let me think about this. Let me think about that. You always change with new information. You take it in for yourself, you think about it, and you go from there. Right. You just don't automatically say, oh, hell no, to everything.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you have to be fair. Because there are other ways of looking at things. Okay. And like you said, I mean, most women, if we were rich, we would want somebody to match our bank account. Or if you do lack a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, yeah, just like, I mean, you don't have to.
If you make $1 million a year, what do I need to earn for me to be close to you? With no prenup, how much do I have to? If you make $1 million a year.
Okay.
How much money do I have to earn for you to forego a prenup? For you to say, you know what, I'll marry you without one.
Oh boy, oh jeez, Jermaine, poor Jermaine. I'm so fair. I told y'all what happened growing up, so I have been there, done that almost. I'ma say, can you at least get close to at least 35,000, and that's like a customer service job.
Okay.
And I say 30.
Okay.
See, I'm fair. I say 35,000 because
so
don't
if I
ever
make
hate.
35,000 and you make $1 million, we don't need no prenup. Her inbox about to go up.
If you a
Because
good dude,
a great dude.
if that man is a great man, I will never sleep on an underdog, because just because you're making 35,000 don't mean I'm gonna look back in the next year you're not the manager. Of that
Wow.
I've done customer service, and I moved to customer service to oil and job pricing analyst, and they told me I couldn't do it without a degree at the time. So I'm never gonna sleep on a man that is trying.
I am
But you
thoroughly
gotta at least show
impressed.
me if you're at least making
I am thoroughly
35,000,
impressed.
you're trying, and you have potential to make 65,000. So we're not gonna knock no brother that's trying. I'm just not that type of person.
thoroughly impressed. So a lazy brother is different.
Yeah, you know, and you can tell, you know those signs.
Right.
Like, people are out of a job. People, did you put your resume online? Are you looking for a job? Or are you just
know when
laying
somebody's
down
trying or
playing
not.
Call of Duty all day and you're not looking for a job? No, I appreciate the brother that's trying. So I'm gonna at least say at least 35,000. I can work with you on that.
So if he's making 35,000,
At
you will
least.
marry him without a prenup.
And he's a great guy and has shown me himself, because I'm a dissect like a private eye. Anyway, so I assume that if I've said yes, then I know you. I feel like inside and out to trust you like that. That's just how I feel. So,
35,000 to $1 million.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Hold on.
So most women would price themselves out of the market. When I say that, I mean, if you make $1 million, typically you want somebody on your level, right? So if you understand that people just on this earth that make $1 million and up is like less than 10%. So you're saying basically 90% of men ain't even gonna have a chance. If you were having that. So women that make a lot of money price themselves out of the market if they always want somebody on their level.
Absolutely.
And then it goes back to like, hey, like you said, your core foundation is, hey, if he treats me right, he do what he's supposed to do, I can respect this man. Then, you know, if he tries, that's what cares. That's what you care about. Right?
Absolutely. We're not gonna,
We gotta give a round of applause to Miss Blue.
Yeah, no, we gonna keep, and that's just me being
I gotta give you two.
Yeah.
How about that?
I never will talk down on a brother for trying. It's the ones that's not trying. But I have seen that very same guy, 35,000, and people was just like, oh, he my manager now. You can't sleep on what God got destined for somebody.
That was an accident for the manager there.
I got
you got one too.
I got another clap. Ooh.
You got another one too.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, ladies, if y'all listening, if you already had wealth, would you make a guy sign a prenup?
I think
Honestly,
women would.
I think so too.
I think women would, but I think it's looked down for men when we first brought it up. Y'all was like, "Oh, hell no!"
It's
I wouldn't do it. It was almost like offensive to even say it.
It really was.
Mom said it might be a control thing for the woman, so you can. No, it's not. You can always leave.
Oh, you mean if the guy was like the guy that I said, if he was making 35,000? Nah.
No, if a woman, for instance, if a woman have a lot of wealth, she's gonna want that man to have a prenup.
So if a woman has a lot of wealth and the man don't have any, she's gonna want to control the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe so.
You know who I would like to know?
Who?
And now, like, my lips start to shrink up because it's like it gets a little bit messy. But I would love to know if my girl Nicki Minaj made Kenneth Petty sign a prenup, because she's worth $50 million and he's just a regular.
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be nice. They quiet about it.
I don't know. It mattered what they deal is, and it mattered.
I want to know one day.
It mattered if he put it down. You know, she might have forgot.
I don't know. That girl worth some pretty silver coins.
She is.
Real love, though.
I don't know.
I would imagine that there's somebody in her corner somewhere that advised her to get some sort of prenuptial agreement.
No, I don't think. I think so. I think she did.
I don't think they would say it because of respect.
Exactly.
But I do think that there will be somebody like, hey, Nikki, this could get tricky.
Yeah. I think she did.
Yeah.
He wasn't with her when she was rapping in the booth.
So why do you think, in your opinion, a prenup, the topic of a premarital agreement, is a problem for a lot of women? Is it emotional, or what is it, a respect thing? They feel disrespected? What do you think it is?
I definitely think it has a lot to do with emotion. Women are emotional. So I think they get scared. Oh, hey, that's the song. That's my jam. I think women get emotional and scared. It's a scary topic because it's like, you're asking me to go into this. We're hoping that it's forever, but you're asking me right off the rip to sign a prenup. And what if she just what if her salary is just $35,000?
That's what your salary is.
I'm not signing it just because you said that.
That's what your salary is.
Just because you said that, Tyrone, I'm not signing it.
From a distance, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak for a woman, but you guys can let me know up or down.
Okay.
I think for some women, I'm not going to say all, but a big collective of women, if the man is asking for a prenup, he's probably a man of a certain means in the first place, right?
Well, yeah.
When a woman see the possibility of her not being, because you start making plans.
I am not going to lie. That is very true.
You start making plans, and when you be like, damn, the security could be taken away.
That's true.
Because a lot of people get married. See, at first we was on all this love. But a lot of people get married for security. And when you take the possibility for immediate security, no matter what, then it's like, oh, hell, I might have to do something. That changes things.
But see, your philosophy on it is what I think kind of helps out with my thought process, because I think that it is true. Security. You're right. It's
you
like it's scary.
Secure.
That's why I said emotionally it's scary. Like, what are you gonna do to me, and then I'm not gonna get none of that money? you might cheat with my god sister, and I don't get none of the money.
But
bro.
see, you say none of the money.
You're
not worried about your heart.
I'm not worried about my heart.
You worried about getting paid.
I want that
and
money. I
compensated.
do.
But that's
you right,
but
Tyrone.
that's a human. But men work the same way a lot of times as well. There are men, we see it, and I'm gonna bring it to a microcosm, right? We've seen it in memes all the time. In tax season, you see the guy that's buff and look good with the big old girl, because he's trying to get what?
The money.
Your tax money.
Yeah.
It's that's same thing. Same thing. I grew up with people. I know people who like visually would look at the girls who they think had the most and try to get with them.
That's true.
Yeah, but a homosexual.
Yeah, well, okay.
A homosexual.
What that
That's
is,
a homosexual.
Said, what was that?
A homosexual is not just a person who gets with somebody just to milk off of them just because of what they have. You know what I mean? I'm dropping you off at work. I'm eating the kids' fruit snacks. You know what I'm saying? The guy he's just there. But when he's loving, he's real loving because he don't got nothing to do. He's living off of you.
I see.
And so he never gonna go do nothing. You gonna do it, but he gonna make sure I'm gonna rub your back. But I need you to do 12 hours all week because I got something I gotta do next week.
Ooh.
I'm gonna lay it up and we gonna be good. That's the homosexual, a hobo that move from place to place. Mm-hmm. And that's a woman and a man. Mostly men are falling to the homosexual. But at the same time, you would call a woman a gold digger.
I was just about to say, because we can't excuse them. It's a lot of those.
It's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but okay, so I guess that's the same thing, essentially.
Yeah.
And so men and women
can be a homosexual.
And a gold digger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like you said, sometimes it just has something to do with the way you was raised. Some parents just told their daughters, you're going to get with that guy that got money or look like he about to go to the pros.
You need to get with a doctor. You need to get with a lawyer. And I'm going to tell you, and he has to look like a Ninja Turtle. I'm going to tell you how you do it passively. This is how you encourage your kids passively to get with somebody like that, by telling them that's what they have to do. You have to be a doctor. You should be a lawyer. Well, if that's what I should be, who do you think that you're telling me I should be with?
Yeah.
That's what, and a kid's goal is to please their parents. And so even after adolescence is still in the back of your mind, you are always pleased. Miss Blue, you as an adult, when you know you make your mom happy, your heart smiles. Right. Whether she knows it or not. Mm-hmm. So subconsciously, you going after what your parents wanted you to have anyway.
Yeah.
And so that's why some of these women don't even know, and men don't even know what they're doing, but that's what they're doing. They were raised to do it.
Psychological brainwashing.
Psychological paper chasing. You go
absolutely.
get that man with the good money. And this is how you know when you see it. If they will allow things as a family that they would for somebody with money that they wouldn't allow if somebody didn't have money. I always call it the plumber. Would her family allow them to do that if he was a plumber?
That's messed up, yeah.
Most of the time with certain stuff it'd be no.
No, you're right. No.
Look at R. Kelly. We talked about him. Take
Yeah.
it on another microcosm. Some of those parents were willing to let him do things and be in custody of their children.
Knowing it.
But they wouldn't have done it if he was broke.
They sure would not have.
No, it was wealth.
It's wealth.
That's-
Consciously
yeah.
or subconsciously, people do it.
Yeah.
They will allow more to be in the circumference of people with money.
That's true. I see it. I've seen it all the time, even with celebrities. I'm like, if that brother didn't have all that, she wouldn't go through that.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the beast.
But when do they realize that? That's a whole nother show.
On the next.
On the next.
Yeah, because I could bring on a long list of things that I saw happen and was just like,
If he wasn't a
minute.
celebrity.
you know, yeah. Now,
But how did you get the celebrity to know that? Because if you're a celebrity and you've been a celebrity long enough, you could look like a wolf. Ain't no telling you that. You don't believe it.
yeah,
Because people, again, go out of their way to gratify
to
you.
please you. Yep, and fit in with you. You're right.
They lift you up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good. That was a good insight because that security. So now it makes me think: do most people marry for love or money?
Let me ask you, what would be the smarter thing to marry over? If you're using your head and
If
not
you're
your
using
heart.
your head, money, security.
Security.
Yeah.
Now, if you're using your heart, love. I'm a love guy. I'll marry you on love before security and believe we're going to build the security together.
No, that's real.
Yeah. You think men think differently?
Security is more of a topic for women to go secure that security. Men, we have the initiative, like, you know what, I'm gonna go make it for the family, because by nature we are meant to be providers, and by nature women are meant to be helpmates, nurturers in that sense. So
That's true.
Men have a different mindset about, like, okay, you know what, the woman, she may not be where she needs to be. I may not need to be where I need to be. But you know what? I'm a man. I'm going to go make it happen for us.
Right.
Versus women, they're not necessarily going to be like, I'm going to go make it happen for us. He got to make it happen for us.
You're right. In a way, yeah. No.
I'll assist him, but he got to make it happen first.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I beg to differ with that because it depends on the woman and the maturity and the time frame that she was raised. Because I'm a 60s baby. And when I marry you because I love you. Because in the 60s, nobody didn't have no money. I'm going to marry you because I love you and I trust you. And I believe in my faith and in my walk that we're going to be on top. We're going to be bosses together. And if you leave me, it doesn't matter. I screwed you the way I wanted to. I ain't never got to screw nobody else because you was the baddest thing. I was with you for 30 years and you the bomb. Diggity bomb.
So let me reflect on that.
I love what you said,
Yes.
though. The maturity
Nah,
is
that's
a big
real.
part of it. The maturity is a huge part of it, and the time frame. Your
That's
time
true.
frame, you guys have that mindset. Now that mindset has shifted completely.
That's
different.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. So let me say this, cause y'all throwing out years. I'm an 80s baby.
80s
I don't
baby.
really think it
80s
gets no realer
baby
than
in the
80s
house.
baby.
I'm an 80s baby.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to defend my
You know
80s
what I'm
baby
saying?
because we got whooped by Miss Jackson, Miss Johnson, Miss Wright.
Sorry, Miss
Okay,
Jackson.
I was in that time frame, so I saw my 60s parents building together. And I saw my dad and my mom come from scratch, and I saw them become millionaires, and that was crazy to sit there and watch as a kid, a young kid, and like, wait a minute, they just went from here, like, to way up here, and I got to see it. That's crazy. So I think that's why I didn't necessarily go for someone being wealthy and rich when I decided to marry twice, because I've been on the end of both sticks. And sometimes it's not about that, but it's everything about. I'm such a potential person. You have to have the potential. You can't be complacent around me because I'm always wanting more. I never
wait. The potential to love you, or the potential for secure you?
Oh no,
for
baby.
security.
It's definitely the potential to secure. I feel like you're gonna love me already.
You're gonna love me.
I feel like you're gonna love. I'm just
security. Security.
I'm not a hard person to love. Like I keep it too.
And for men, I think it's less. I wouldn't look for a woman for security. I would just want to make sure she's always going to love me properly.
I think that's exactly how men feel.
Just by the nature.
But I love what they saying. I love what they saying because he's right. Like if I get out of a job, I need to know that my man over here, he gonna make things happen. I know he gonna.
He ain't gonna be like, we out of a job.
Right. Yeah, I'm out of the job, bro. You gonna still work and stuff. Thank you. Like, what we gonna do? I like that.
You know what I hear a lot of women say, and I don't even know if they always hear themselves say it, but sometimes they do. They say, I just want somebody that's gonna say, I got it. I got it. I got it. But to a sense, I understand that. I can understand that, especially if you're a single woman and you're doing stuff a lot on your own.
Right.
Paying the bills, going to work, making sure everything is right around the house, keeping yourself mentally right, whatever you got to do. The weight of the world is on you.
Right.
I can understand just wanting somebody to say, I got it.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
I understand that. But I also think, though, that is something that men are okay with as well. We just don't say it. Because anytime you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, just a little break is okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that works for everybody.
So.
Absolutely.
You gonna take that prenup?
I just don't think I could see. I mean, it would be different now in my case because he didn't have, we didn't come into it with a prenup. But I would still say I would just split everything down the middle.
No, you ain't.
No.
I seen you all on the Michael Coyer show. I know the bag is coming. So the bag is coming. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you are not.
What that sucker did.
Look, when the bag is coming, when the bag is there, we gonna revisit this.
Yeah, okay.
This time next year.
We'll be fair.
And we gonna talk about your prenup in that bag. Because I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna say, hey, ask her how much money you got? None. She wants you. She wants you right now.
My stomach, y'all. My expressions are hilarious. That's we'll revisit it next year. I mean, hopefully, he don't mess up or nothing like that. But I try to be fair. I try to be fair because I've seen the nasty divorces. And really wish my black folks would do better.
Just do better.
If y'all went through hell with each other, don't take her for everything. Whether it's the woman or the man.
Leave
something behind.
All these are reasons why prenups are necessary. Nobody expects to get in a car accident. Sometimes they happen. It's just that's why you get insurance.
Can we do a revised prenup?
I mean, yeah, look, let's start off like this. I got $20 million in the bank. Now you make $50 million. I want to revise our prenup. I want some of your money now.
Oh,
what you backing up for?
Why you gotta say it like that?
Because
that's what your intentions.
My intentions are to
make sure you okay.
To make sure security.
Oh, this is just
security. You don't want me to be secure? You just made $30 million. You're going to keep it all to yourself. You never love me, Miss Blue.
I'm not going to keep it to myself, but my thing is, like, I'm big on wordplay. If you make me feel like you got some type of ulterior motive, you got to say it too in a sweet way to make me feel like, okay.
It's the people who are too sweet that scare me. Yeah. That's the ulterior motive. You better be, you got to get on my nerves sometime for me to know you mean that shit. If everything is I want you to be you. Don't be who you think I want you to be. I can't trust you.
But do you agree it's a way that you could say, hey, you made a lot more money and we need to revisit the prenup. I want to make sure that I'm taken care of.
That's where the love come in. If the love is there, that's no problem to revisit anything.
I mean, no, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, if you love me.
But it's the way you saying it. If you come at me like, so I just saw you made $30 million, right? So that prenup that we did, we're going to have to revisit that.
I'm just, look, it's like this. It's like this. Like, hey, we in love. I seen you made a whole bunch of money. Mm-hmm. This is after marriage. She talking about adjusting it.
I don't believe in doing anything. What's mine is mine
Was yours before? So after the marriage, there's no change in the prenup as long as you guys agree to split everything after marriage. Now, what if you get married? Let me ask you this. Miss Blue, we getting married next month. Cool. I'm going to stop working. And look, the prenup is already done. What you had before you had. When I had my $20, I get to keep my $20. Now we married. We got this prenup. The bag done came, Miss Blue. You done made $2 million this year. Mom, I decided I don't want to do nothing no more.
Okay.
Somebody give me the Xbox.
We're going to do it like that. This is what I'm going to do.
Hey, it's half mine no matter what.
You're right. But you know what I got to do at that time? You're going to see a different side of Miss Blue. I'm bringing my goons, and I got them. Army and Navy goons in my family and police cops. And we about to have a problem.
You know what I would recommend?
What?
Leaving soon as you see it and cut your losses early.
But what if you don't, like, what if somebody is so good that they don't show you until they sign a prenup, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing no more.
Okay, so after they sign it, cut your losses early. You made that mistake. Don't let it linger on.
But they're going to give some of my money.
That's the problem. Mistake has been made. You're still going to make money. The good thing about the prenup is they don't get all or half and all that other stuff.
Oh, half though?
Woo!
They might not be around to tell that story. I'm serious though, because that would make.
They might not be around.
When I trusted you, like, why would you do somebody like that? Like,
it happens all the time. Remember, Britney Spears got married to Kevin Federline.
Oh my goodness, that was the craziest.
And isn't she still paying like alimony and stuff like that?
Poor baby, he flipped the script on my girl. That made me sad.
All right.
I said, I wish she had some black friends. Kevin would have got the business. Yeah, he did my girl wrong. I was so mad at that. He did her wrong. Had the boys, took the babies and everything. Yeah, and he became a celebrity. We didn't even know nothing about Kevin Federline, whatever his last name is.
He was a dancer. He was one of her backup dancers.
One of the backup dancers.
And now the tour is about him.
They treat him like he is a celebrity.
He is.
And she's still doing bad. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
She didn't. She has lost her mind though.
Oh man.
Man, y'all, that was
deep.
That was deep. So yeah, y'all chime in. If y'all chime in after the fact, that's cool. How many more minutes we got? We gonna wrap it up and come back. Miss Blue Radio Show on KNER. Y'all know what time it is. Stay tuned. All because of